I don't believe that dinosaurs lived millions of years ago, and I certainly don't believe that you came from ape-like creatures or anything like that. I mean, did your grandfather look like that? Boys and girls, I don't believe we came from ape-like creatures. I don't believe in millions of years. I believe that what the Bible says is true. We don't believe in evolution. Evolution is the idea some people have to explain life without God.
What do I think the Bible is? It's what?
Who should you always trust first, God or the scientist? God. And I want you to remember that.
You are an ape-like creature, Ken. You are an ape-like creature. Go to the fucking zoo and look at the gorillas. Like, if you go to a zoo with a gorilla and you don't take the time to visit the gorilla portion of the zoo, I mean, you missing out. Like, I was floored. Like, not too long ago, I went to the fucking zoo. I had no interest in seeing the fucking gorillas, but of course my son wanted to see them, so we head on over, and I couldn't fucking believe it. Like, the way they move, the way they look, the expressions on their faces, it weirded me the fuck out, because like the mannerisms, they'd be all like just like sitting there and like chewing their fingernails and like looking at them, and then like some were making faces. Dude, you are an ape-like creature. If you're watching this video right now and you're a person, you're an ape-like creature. The theme for the video is you might be a dickhead if. I was tagged some time ago by Voodoosixxx. Voodoosixxx, shout out. He recently got his channel, his original channel suspended. If you guys don't know Voodoosixxx, please, there's a link in the description below to his new channel. Whether you were subscribed to the old one or not, please go check it out, because it's no matter what the subject is, even if he's putting up a video that doesn't seem like something I'm really all that interested in, rule of thumb for him, I just click the shit anyway and just watch it. So there's the Voodoosixxx shout out. And of course I can't be, he tagged me some time ago. I'm sorry it took me so long to make this video, bro, but the theme of the video is you might be a dickhead if. So, and you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and I shouldn't have started with that clip, because you might be a dickhead if you try and purposefully corrupt the minds of small children without teaching them the tools to figure things out for themselves. Like, you instead just hammer your thing you believe in their head. No, okay? You might say to me, well, OG, you believe in evolution, so you would just be hammering your thing. No, it doesn't work like that. Say, here's this idea, it's evolution. There's 100 million different things that you could do to knock a hole in it. There's 100 million different things that if it were so, evolution would be false. Let's try and knock a hole in it. Let's see what happens. Let's fucking attack the theory. Let's fucking see if we can put a dent in it. And it's through that process that you discover, oh, Jesus Christ, it's quite a sturdy theory, and it's rather hard to knock any dents in it. Whereas creationism, it crumbles at the mere fucking mention of scientific scrutiny. Yeah, I'm gonna change the theme. Now, this is not you might be a dickhead. It's now you might be a piece of shit if you purposefully try to corrupt the minds of small children to only believe exactly what you want them to believe. And in fact, no, I'm changing it again. You are a piece of shit if you do this. So Ken Ham, you're a piece of shit, dude. I got no time for you. But there's so many pieces of shit across the internet. I wonder if we can find another example of somebody who might be a piece of shit.
I'm new to being a true Christian, and my fiance of 4 years has been with me through every step of my journey, but he hasn't always agreed with me because he's an atheist. And how do you think we can interact with each other peacefully when it comes to spiritual matters?
The Bible says, what fellowship has Christ with Belial? There is no fellowship between an atheist and somebody who's a believer in God. I hate to tell you, you've got to go find somebody else. Really. I mean, either he changes and gives his heart to the Lord, or you go down the road with somebody else. But there is no fellowship between Christ and Belial. I mean, he's going to be serving the devil. You're going to be serving God. There is no middle ground.
Oh, wow. Pat Robertson. So surprised to see you here on this list of assholes. Yeah, honestly, what he's doing, what Mr. Robertson is doing right here is, I'd say, one level down, lower piece of shit. He's in a position where people look up to him and respect his opinion. Granted, they're gullible idiots for fucking listening to this fucking doddery old fucking man. But still, Pat, I mean, your advice to this person was there is no middle ground. We cannot get along. If you do not believe the exact same what happens to me when I die thoughts as another person, then even if you're happy and you love them, then you have to get rid of them because they work for the devil, a fucking fictional character this person doesn't believe in. Yeah, you definitely, there's no question about it. You are a piece of shit, fucking Pat Robertson. Next.
53-year-old Raymond Zach, clearly distraught, was kind of pacing back and forth along the beach. He was with his mom. He eventually waded out into the very cold San Francisco Bay. He went up about neck deep, and he was out there for about 45 minutes. His mother called 911. The firefighters showed up. The police officers showed up, and they sat there and they watched. They made no effort to contact the man. The firefighters say because of budget cuts, they no longer have a water rescue program, right? And that firefighters are now forbidden from trying to rescue people from the water.
Could we have done more when the gentleman became unconscious? Certainly there's that opportunity for us to gone out and do more. We're looking at that.
Guess what, police officer? Despite popular belief, your job is not to arrest and detain people. Here's a situation where a woman was watching her son commit suicide, called 911, the authorities, the rescue fucking people, the emergency fucking situation experts, all showed up and then watched him die and didn't do a fucking thing. If you were one of those people, emergency person of any kind, who showed up and cited a stipulation in the charter that prevented you from saving this man's life, or even attempting to save his life, you're a piece of shit. Sorry. Number one, protect, serve, save lives. We have a 911 system that is in place that is there so our citizens know that there's a service that is paid for with their taxes to help when there's an emergency. And when the motherfucking cavalry arrives and then just digs a hole and puts their head in the sand, what the fuck is the point? I mean, what the hell? These guys are highly trained professionals. Sure, that guy might have just said that they didn't have a specific water training course planned or whatever. These are guys who are well capable, in shape motherfuckers that could have saved this man's life, and they sat there and watched him die. In fact, that's what this video now has become. We're changing again. This is a fucking course on how to fucking do a water rescue when a person is just clearly drowning. You swim out in the fucking water, okay? You fucking make contact with the person before actually trying to grab them, see what their disposition is, and offer them help. It's common sense. Assholes. Pieces of shit. I don't know, which one are we on? Whatever. They're dickheads. So that leaves us with one last issue I decided to include in this video, but we're changing the theme once again, and it's going to be, you might be an asshole if. But my friend, I do have a you might be an asshole clip, but dude, if you happen to catch this video, I'm not trying to attack you, and I do have to say you're a little bit thin-skinned, my friend. After the last video I made, he had sand in his vagina. He had a very sandy vagina after my last video, where I talked about him, and it was, I mean, like when I read the last PM I got from him, I could hear the sand crunching out of his vagina and falling all over the place while he was typing. You could hear it, like it was pitter-pattering, like. So I do not want to afflict him once again with a sandy vag. But if you say things like this,
I'm siding with Jesus regardless of the fact that I disagree with him on many theological, views, and I don't think he's particularly that knowledgeable on the subject that he speaks about, and I mean that not in an offensive way.
Then you might just be an asshole. It comes naturally to the guy. I mean, it's not. I say it's quite an asshole-ish way to be. It's a wonderful example of just pure visceral assholeness that I'm sure Dawa would kick my ass in a fucking algebra contest, or a fucking breakdancing contest for that matter. And he would waste me. You know, pop it and lock it, fool. Like, he would destroy me. But I just don't think the philosophical genius thing really is working for you. I mean, Lord knows it don't work for me. Send me a fucking message sometime, man. Fucking, for real. We can still be friends. So anyway, Voodoo, I hope that satisfies your tag. I'm gonna go ahead and tag anyone who would like to say anything about this subject. If this interests you, or you have anything to add, or if you can think of any dickheaderiness going on, then make a video and respond to this one with it, and we'll watch it. I'll watch it. Please don't watch it. You got 1 view already. You know, you got a view. It's hard to come by these days. So anyway, thank you for watching. We had fun. I know we had fun. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Most Christians are viewed as ignorant because we believe in the Bible. Sometimes Christians feel like they're on the defensive because mainstream is so opposite, and feeling like evolution is the broad-minded way to view things. But when you look at the Bible and you look at evidence, scientific evidence, it makes sense. It's just easy to explain to your children, you know, the flood and the fossils that are found, and it just makes more sense to me.
Do you believe in evolution?
No, I don't. I believe in creation.
Why?
Because it says in the Bible that that God created everything.
Do you believe in evolution?
No.
Why not?
Because I believe in creation.
What did you learn today?
Just a couple of dinosaurs and a few other things.
Do you believe in evolution?
No.
What do you believe?
That God created the world.
Who told you that?
My parents.